Hey guys, how are you? How are you? How are you? Guys, we are back, third video of the year, and I want to thank everybody for the support, the love that you guys have been showing, everybody who's been commenting, giving me their feedback. I really appreciate it. This year, I'm tackling all the hush hush topics of society, and I really appreciate the people who are brave enough to help me talk about it, help me, who are kind enough to give me extra information, discuss these things with me, because not everyone knows everything on this topic, and we are here to help each other, guys. So thank you very much for that, and God bless you. Guys, today I want us to talk about calling out. This topic is gonna be really personal for a lot of you guys, but I want you guys to bear with me as we tackle this monster, because it has to do a lot with loyalty, but we'll get into it more as time goes by. Guys, calling out is when you know of a rapist who, or rapist, abuser, sexist. You know what they did, you know who did it, and you call them out. Call them out in what sense? Perfect example is what happened recently with the ANC member who was kicking the old lady across the street in town. That's another example of calling out. They put their name, they put their information, and they say, this is a face of a rapist, this is a face of an abuser, this is a face of a violator. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This person must come to justice. It's basically everybody in society, in a sense, doing their part to bring justice. So, calling out high profile examples of people being called out is, well, usually the repercussions of when people get called out. Example, Chris Brown. When Chris Brown was charged of domestic violence, and he started losing a huge amount of supporters through that. Because Chris Brown used to sell. Chris Brown used to be, he used to sell platinum all day, every day on his albums before he committed the act. Now, after that, he's been struggling a bit to sell, and he has changed his sound not once or twice. But it's a thing where some people still feel that he's actually lucky to still be having a fruitful career in a sense. I personally feel that Chris Brown would have been way, way, way further than he is now, because he is one of the most talented musicians of our generation. It's just that his actions killed him. Period. Did he deserve what happened to him? Obviously, you can't commit a sin now when the repercussions come. You want to. Does not work like that. Another high profile example, which is local, is okay, Malum Kulkat. Now, okay, Malum Kulkat got accused of rape in Australia, and when he came back to SA, there was a lot of confusion and buzz, because people felt that this guy should not be getting gigs, this guy should not be getting any deals, and he struggled a bit. From what I'm hearing, he struggled a bit. You don't see Okay Malum as much compared to before, especially just after the rape allegations. Now, here is where the outrage is coming from, because some people still feel his music is being played, we see his music videos, so this person is not being he's not getting reprimanded for what he did. Granted. Now, let's bring it back home. Now that you guys understand what calling out is, I'm sure you guys have seen one picture of another, people saying, this is the face of a rapist, this is the face of an abuser, this person did 1, 2, 3 to this person, let's bring this person to justice, right? We've seen this across social media, we've seen this, yeah. So I want us to bring it back home. Now, calling out is something, would you call out your dad, your brother, your cousin, your sister, whoever, for rape, abuse, sexism? would you call that person out, or do these things start disappearing when loyalty comes into play? Think about it. Now, let's start off like this. So there's 5 people, right? There's 5 people in a room. 4 of them commit a racist act. One of them just stands there and watches, says nothing. Now, if it's a white person, because I'm sure some of you are like, the racism, and okay, guys. Okay. So, if now these 4 people commit a racist act and this person is a bystander, the outrage would be, okay, fine. These people are racist, but you are racist because you stand by them. Stand by them how? Your silence shows that you stand with the oppressor. Right? We agree. So if there's five white men, 4 of them commit a racist act, one of them just stands by, does nothing, says nothing, we are saying that this person is a bystander. And the bystander, their silence shows that they stand with the oppressor. Right? If anything happens right now where there's a racist what's this act by a large white supreme leader, and white people do not say anything about it, we're going to say, yeah, it's because you're also racist, right? Thank you. Now, we need to start understanding that in our own circles, if you know of someone who committed a racist, what's this? Someone who committed rape, someone who's an abuser, someone who is sexist, and we keep quiet, it means that we are for those things. Whether you're a male or whether you're a female, generally calling out should be happening amongst males, but it's with everyone. Because sometimes you have male, female friends. This friend will not call this person out because they're close to him. And this is something that happens in families. And it's one of the reasons why the culture, whether it's a rape culture or whether it's abuse, patriarchy, etc., these things do not go away because we support them without even knowing it. And when I say we, I'm saying we, everybody, me, Lendam included. Why? Because one way or another, in your lifespan, whether it's short or whatever, in your lifespan, there's been a point where you've heard someone say something and you chose to keep quiet. Even though you know what this person is saying is wrong, but you chose to keep quiet. But because you kept quiet, you are not, your silence was a point of support in one way or another. Because if someone tells me that, hey man, I was with my girlfriend the other day and we were talking, and whilst we were talking, she said something to me that I did not like, then I just smacked her across the face and she hit the kitchen table and she started bleeding. I later apologized, cleaned her face, but we good now. And if at that point I'm so shocked that I keep quiet, they'd learn an internal abuser. If I do not call this person out and say, hey, when you don't do that. You don't do that. Now, here comes another question. What happens then? Calling out. Do I take this guy's picture, put it on social media and say, this guy's an abuser, whatever? Do I go to the girlfriend and I tell the girlfriend, hey man, you must press charges. This guy can't do this. He can't be doing that. It's wrong. What do I do? Or do I go personally and go press charges? Let's help each other, guys. Because calling out is something that needs to be happening in our communities because of these things. Is hush. This abuse, hush. Because one would say, yeah, Jai, tell him as a friend, no, stop it. But what happens if this guy doesn't stop it? Because usually they don't stop it. Hush, I tell me, man, stop it, man. You hear something, a rape act, hey man, you don't do that, you don't stop it. That's what gets done. But this person The culture, it breeds, it gets babies, young puppies, and it grows and grows and grows. And that's in turn why they say men are dogs. But that's for another day. Let's think about it, guys. Would you call out your friend? Because I'm scared we have this loyalty thing where level 0 does not matter. I can sell out my friend for anything and anything. Then we have this thing where the loyalty is so much that if we killed someone, I know that I'll go to this person and they'll keep quiet. I can kill a body, call this person, will make a plan. But because the problem, it comes back to my example. Because you stand on the fence or you stand for nothing, your silence means you stand with the oppressor. But because since you have no side or you have no stance, you basically stand for nothing. You're on the fence. Now, if I say I am against rape, it does not matter who does it, where they did it, what are the circumstances. If it's rape, it's rape, and I'll call this person out. Whether it's a friend, whether it's a brother, I'll say, hey, if you, okay, sharp. Me personally, I'll tell the person, or Ejo, I love you, fall on your sword. What do I mean by that? Go. Go. Go to the police station, tell them what you did. Or go wherever, or call yourself out. Because you give that person that space. And if they don't, guys, we are not perfect. Some of us have never been in this situation. We've never thought of being in such a situation. But we need to talk about it. Because one way or another. And you know what's the funny thing? Okay, let me finish this one. Because if it boils down to your character and morals, what you stand for. Because if I stand for this, it does not matter what the circumstance is. I will be against this. And since a lot of people do not generally have a place where they stand with these things, they usually just keep quiet. And by you keeping quiet, you're basically saying, I stand for rape, I stand for abuse, I stand for sexism, I stand for patriarchy, I stand for what. I stand for everything that is wrong with this world just through my silence. You know what's the funny thing, guys? Some of you, if you're in a group of people, you'll say, Joe, but I don't know these people, so I'm not going to get there and try to press my views. If they're speaking and I do not agree with what they're saying, I will not disagree with them. I will just keep quiet. Right? Fair enough. You don't want to you don't want to oppose certain norms within a group, right? But the minute they start talking about how whack Chelsea is, all of a sudden you're the bravest man in the world. Guys, let's talk. I know, I for one personally, I'm a Madrid fan. I don't care where we are, what we are doing. If they're talking about Madrid and I say, man, this guy's just talking, clearly does not follow this club the way I do, or the information he has is false, I'm going to stand up and talk. I'm going to do that. I'm going to tell him, Eju, Fiorentina nabola Ronaldo. He told Ronaldo that, dude, look, we'll make your taxes go away when I just stay. Or Ronaldo, just stay. Next season we'll get your signings. We'll kick Bale out. We'll kick Benzema out. We'll bring in Hazard and Kane. Then Ronaldo says, I don't want Kane. Kane does not pass. Like, okay. We'll get someone else. I'll do that any day. But will I do the same if it's rape? If it's abuse? If someone is being sexist? If someone is talking in a large group and he says, I was with this girl and I did 1, 2, 3, and I said, nah, this guy's... Am I going to have the same audacity to stand up and talk about it? Guys, let's talk. We need to look inside. I'm talking about myself right now, and I'm saying that, am I so sure? Because by me keeping quiet, if he says something wrong about Madrid, by me keeping quiet, I'm saying I agree with what he's saying, right? That's what's happening. Now, same thing with abuse, same thing with whatever. If I keep quiet, I'm saying I agree with what you're saying. That's why he's saying it out loud. He's saying he's right. Now, by me keeping quiet, I am saying, yeah, you are right. But by me speaking up, I am opposing what he's saying. So, call out culture. Would you call out your friends? Would you call out your family members? Would you call out? Because by you keeping quiet, you are saying that I stand with this person. I stand with no. I stand with what this person is doing. Because the one thing that feminists were saying is that because you guys, okay, so this one with what's this? Okay, Manumkuka. Because you guys are booking a rapist, you are supporting a rapist. Therefore, you are supporting rape. You're saying rape is fine. Guys, now, how many of you are gonna call out people around your circle, your peers? When someone says this is a face of a rapist, do you hit the share button or do you just leave it? Because sometimes understand, guys, that the system is not gonna solve the problem. That's why you get vigilantes. People who feel that they need to put the law into their own hands. The system, I'm not talking about the working system, I'm talking about the patriarchal system is against such things. So when you say them, they will not be punished the way they need to be. So certain things we need to take into society's hand and solve them accordingly. Now, you do understand that if you call out a friend, that means opportunities will be cut. If now this person is looking for a job, nobody wants to hire a rapist, an abuser. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to support those type of people. Now, are we saying, because this is what happens in families, when a provider, usually maybe a father, rapes a child, then it's a thing where family meetings are called and they talk and they say, yeah, guys, this happened. What's the way forward? They don't want to take him to jail because they know if they take him to jail, then the source of income will be cut. But in turn, they are supporting and endorsing rape. Guys, we need to start calling each other out. Unfortunately, it's unfortunate, but nothing is gonna change unless we do it. Unless you guys feel it's wrong. Because as much as feminists are radical about it, sometimes for change to happen, we need to be radical because talking about it has not gotten anybody anywhere. These things still happen. So would you call out your friend? Would you call out a family member? Let's talk. And by you not calling them out, does it mean you're supporting them? I think so. What's your opinion on this? And it's a beautiful day. Deep questions, but why? Why aren't you smiling?